Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's day 2 and today we are going to see how to use Edit++, how to write the Java code, how to run the Java code we are going to see. Also we are going to see the first basic program as you know. So let me open Edit++ for you. So this is my Edit++ screen. So now I have to create a file. So before creating a file, let me create one folder in the desktop. So I'll right click on it, click on new, click on folder. I'll create Java program as my folder name. Okay. So whatever the programs I'm going to explain, everything it will store in this particular folder. So if I open this now, it is showing empty. So let me create my first Java program. So how to create the Java program, I'll show you all. So before that, I'll go to desktop. Whatever the folder I have created, can you see Java program here? So I'll click on Java program here. I'll open it. So none of the folder is none of the file is there. So let me create my first file for this. So click on file, click on new, click on Java. Either you can do this way or else you can directly click on new here. You have one icon called new here. Click on this, open a Java file. Can you see? As simple as that. So you have class. So let me explain you all what is this on the screen. So this is the basic structure of Java. Okay, you have class. Class is a keyword. It tells you that this is your class. Okay, so always a class should have a name. So that I have to give P1 as class name. Okay, my class name is P1. Coming to the next line, class open. This is your opening of class. This closing braces, seventh line braces. Can you see? If I click on here, you can see opening and closing braces. This is the opening braces. This is your closing braces. Okay. Inside this class, I have one main method. 4 lines of code, main method. So I'll tell you all what is this later. Just think that we have public static void main. The program execution starts from main. So what are these things? We are going to see it later. Okay. So we have a standard form public static void main. You have a string, you have arguments. Here, this system.out.println, this is your printing statement. Whatever the Java output you are going to get. So how to print that output? System.out.println. You have two printing statement. One is print, one is println. So I'll show you what are the difference between print as well as println. Okay. Then I have closing of this braces. So braces of main. Can you see here? Opening, closing, highlighted symbol. Okay. This is how you are going to create a basic Java program. Here I just made a change P1, my class name. That's all I have done. Remember, whenever you are saving, the class name and the file that you are going to save, both has to be same. So I'll go to file, I'll click on save. So can you see Java program folder is open here. I have to give my Java file p1.java. Always save it in .java. Okay, I'll click on save. Can you see here? p1.java file is created. Now I'll minimize this. I'll open this Java program. Can you see my first program is created p1? You can see under type Java source code is there or source program. Okay. So my file is created. Now let me show you all how to run the Java program. So how to run the Java program? Go to the folder that you have created. On the top you have this bar here. Click on that bar. It will be highlighted. Give a command cmd and click on enter. The command prompt will open directly in your Java program. So whatever it is stored inside that Java program folder, directly it went inside that. Once again, I'll show you all. Go to the Java folder that you have created on the desktop. Here you have one bar here. Click on that bar. The blue highlighted is done. So there, click on, like, type command, click on enter key. Your command prompt will open directly in the Java program file. Now I need to run my Java code. So how to run the Java code is, the command is Java C. Java C means Java compiler space which file you have to run. My file name is p1.java. So this command will check whether there is any syntax error in your program. Okay, I'll click on enter. There is no error. If you get any error, after this line you'll get a error message. I don't have any error in my program. Now I have to give Java space P1, press enter key. Can you see hello world here? This is my output. I hope you understood how to run the Java program. Let me show you all one more thing. In the Java file you had println. Println means cursor will come to the next line. Let me show you all making changes with print statement. So I'll remove this ln. Ln means next line. So I'll save the Java file. I'll go to command prompt. I'll run my Java code. Java C space p1.java. I'll click on enter. I don't have any errors. Now I'll go to Java space p1. I'll click on enter key. Okay, I got my hello world program. Can you see the difference between hello world here and hello world here? What is the difference? Here, my statement was print ln. So the next line, immediate next line, you have a space here. But here, hello world, you don't have next line here because you have given print statement here. Only print you have given. ln means it goes to the next line. When you give only print, the cursor stays in the same line. This is your next command prompt, it is printing. Okay. I hope you understood what is the difference between print ln and print. Print ln means the cursor goes to the next line. Print means the cursor stays in the same line. Can you see one line here, one gap here, one line gap? So that line gap is given by print ln. So here you don't have any line gap here. So that is your print statement. I hope you understood how to run the Java file. Now I'll make one small mistake here. I'll remove the semicolon. I'll click on save. I'll go to Java compiler. So I'll give Java C space p1.java. I'll click on enter. Can you see the error? In the line 5 you have expected semicolon it is showing. So can you see this arrow mark here? So here semicolon has to come. So whenever you give Java C space p1.java, so the compiler is going to check all the syntax error in your program. If there is any syntax error, that program errors is going to display over here. Okay. You have to go back to Java file. You have to correct the mistake, save the file, come back to the command prompt. Again, give Java C space p1.java. I did not get any error. Now give Java p1, press enter key, you'll get hello world. So this is how the basic Java program is run. I hope you understood with the basic program, how to run the Java file, how to create a folder, how to store the Java file. Now you can see class 1 dot, like p1 dot class. So do you remember the class name here? Class name was p1, right? That file is created here. Can you see the file type? It is class file. Okay, this is your output. Okay, this is how files are created in Java. This is how you are going to write a simple basic program, how to run the program. So it is very simple. If you follow each and every step, it is very easy. If you have not watched the previous video, how to install the Java file, go back to my first video, watch that video, then come back to this, see the basic program, I hope you understood this particular concept. Very simple it is. Go step by step. Each and every condition I have explained here, make sure you are going to listen to the entire session so that you'll understand properly. Okay, I hope you like this video. If you have liked this video, please make sure you're going to like it, share it to your friends. If you have any doubt, make sure you're going to leave a comment in the comment box so that I'll going to reply for it, or else I will discuss in the next class. Okay. So those who have not subscribed my channel yet or first time visitor, please make sure you're going to subscribe my channel. Okay. So that's all I wanted to ask you all. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone.